We begin another season. I should like great gossip. They say very well to dream. But Benedict... Life is meant to...
Bridgerton Season 4 wrapped up its release earlier this year, and while fans are still talking about Benedict and Sophie's story, all eyes have already turned to Season 5. So today, I'm pulling together everything that's actually been confirmed so far, because there's a lot of noise out there, and I want to separate what we know for certain from what's still speculation. Stick around, because the last update in this video might be the biggest one of all. Let's start with the most important confirmation. Filming officially began on March 24th, 2026, less than a month after Season 4 finished airing. That's a huge shift for this show. In the past, Bridgerton has taken a year or more between wrapping one season and starting the next, but the producers have clearly been trying to close that gap. Part of that comes down to the permanent Georgian-era backlit the show built at Bridgerton Studios, which lets them move from one season straight into the next without rebuilding sets from scratch. Now let's talk about who's actually leading this season, because that question has finally been answered. Season 5 belongs to Francesca Bridgerton, played by Hannah Dodd, and her romance with Michaela Sterling, played by Masali Beduza. In the books, this storyline follows Francesca falling for John's cousin Michael, but the show made the choice to turn that character into Michaela, continuing a relationship the series set up at the end of Season 3. Showrunner Jess Brownell has described this season as being built around longing and slow-burn tension, and she's been clear that she wants the romance to center on joy rather than hardship. The official logline gives us a clear picture of where the story starts. 2 years after losing her husband John, Francesca decides to re-enter the marriage mart for practical reasons. But when John's cousin Michaela comes back to London to look after the Kilmartin estate, Francesca has to figure out whether to stick with a sensible match or follow what she's actually feeling. So where does that leave Eloise? Season 6 is already confirmed, and Jess Brownell has said that Eloise will lead that next chapter. That means the storyline many fans have been waiting for, Eloise's eventual relationship with Sir Philip Crane, is being pushed further down the road rather than folded into Season 5. As for the rest of the family, don't expect to see much of them. Benedict, played by Luke Thompson, is expected to show up in a supporting role, offering guidance to both Francesca and Eloise as their stories develop. Nicola Coughlan has confirmed that Penelope will return, but only briefly, since her story wrapped up with Colin back in Season 3. And Kate and Anthony remain likely to make brief appearances rather than anything substantial, continuing the pattern the show has followed with previous leads. There's also new blood joining the cast. Tyga Alexander is set to play Christopher Anderson, described as a confident but privately conflicted gentleman. And Michaela's world is being filled out with 2 new characters connected to her mother, and a close friend who understands London society inside and out. Their presence suggests we'll get a much fuller picture of Michaela's life outside the Bridgerton family before her romance with Francesca reaches its peak. Now for the update everyone's really been asking about. When is it actually coming out? Netflix confirmed in May 2026 that Bridgerton is breaking its usual 2-year gap, and Season 5 is set to arrive sometime in 2027. That would make it the shortest wait between seasons in the show's history. An exact date and whether it will be split into 2 parts, the way Seasons 3 and 4 were, hasn't been announced yet. So that's everything confirmed so far. A new lead couple, a faster turnaround, new cast additions, and a 2027 release window. What are you most looking forward to, Francesca and Michaela's romance, or the setup for Eloise's story down the line? Let me know in the comments.